The third point is the government providing goods and services for the public, which is again for the good of society. So make a guess and think, what are these good public services or goods and services that the government has provided for us or is still providing for us? If you're thinking of bubble tea, the answer is once again incorrect. Okay, no matter how good you think bubble tea is, it is not a public good. It is basically something you have to buy and feed yourself, treat your friends, your parents, your family. Okay, now we're talking about public good. Is basically something that everyone has access to. Okay, and what happens is when you look out the streets, you walk out of school, you walk out of your house, some of the things you see are MRT tracks, right? Your buses, all these transportation that is provided by whom? The government. So public transport is a very, very good example that you can write in your essays to explain and to elaborate on how this public good enhances the lives of Singaporeans and residents living here, and helps them to get to their offices, their places of work, helps them to get to school, and helps them to travel around Singapore in the most safe, cost-effective, efficient manner. Why is public transport once again a public good that is provided by the government? Is because it is something that everyone has access to, number one. Number two, it is affordable, and number three, it is provided by the government. Who else? Okay, another example you can also use in terms of the government providing public goods for all is basically what you're doing now. It is public education. And primary school education is more or less mandatory. It is compulsory. Another reason why public education is a public good provided by the government to the public is because education is highly accessible, because every citizen has access to a school, primary school, secondary school. And another thing we need to know is the government provides goods and services to the public through subsidized costs. Now you think about it, your bus fares and your MRT transport fees are actually subsidized by the government. They are not supposed to be this affordable or this, possibly you could say, cheap. Okay, they are actually operating at a loss, and these services are actually subsidized, meaning they are actually partially paid by the government to ensure that we are able to afford such essential services to go traveling. Same for education. When you come to primary school, secondary school, your education is also subsidized by the government to ensure that you can come to school at a low, affordable cost. So these are very good examples for goods and services that is provided to the public by the government, and yet another essential role provided by the government for the good of society. So coming back to bubble tea again, you might say, sure, but bubble tea actually improves our quality of life. It provides joy. Well, yes, but the thing is that bubble tea is not a public good. It is a private good because you have to purchase it. And unlike education and transportation, bubble tea is not subsidized by the government, nor is it provided by the government, unlike public transportation and education. So these are very different things, okay? So something for you to think about when you write your essays and use examples. Let's talk about the link once again. So the link for providing goods and services to the public by the government is that such vital key amenities and facilities provided by the government ensures that all citizens have access to these goods and services which may not have been provided by companies or by organizations, and because of that, people can use them and people can get access to them, which give people a better quality of life, raise their standards of living, and also convenience in their daily lifestyles.